Welcome back, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. If you are passionate about rare coins and hidden gems in your pocket change, you are in for a real treat today. We are diving into the world of Monticello Jefferson nickels, but not just any nickels. We are talking about the top 5 ultra-rare and valuable Jefferson nickel 5-cent coins that are taking the collector's market by storm. These coins are highly sought after, commanding big dollar values in auctions and private sales alike. Stay with us till the end, because you might just discover that you have a gold mine sitting quietly in your collection or pocket change right now. First up, we are diving into one of the most talked about and sought after nickels in the numismatic world, the 1964 with S Monticello Jefferson nickel, with its striking yellow shade and fine condition. If you are holding on to this coin or even thinking about starting your collection, you are in for a treat. This isn't just a 5-cent piece anymore. It is a slice of American history with skyrocketing value in today's collector market. By the end of this video, you will understand why this specific Jefferson nickel is making waves at coin shows and online auctions, and why you should pay close attention to its unique characteristics and booming demand. Let us take a step back to understand the historical significance of this coin. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson designed by Felix Schlag. The year 1964 stands out dramatically in the timeline of American coinage. It was the final year before the United States. Mint stopped including mint marks on nickels due to the rising coin hoarding during a nationwide silver shortage. While most nickels from 1964 were produced in vast numbers, what makes the 1964 with S variety particularly fascinating is that the letter S mint mark is not supposed to exist for that year on regular circulation nickels. That is where the rarity starts to shine, because nickels from San Francisco in 1964 were not officially minted for circulation, meaning any authenticated S mark versions that exist are incredibly special. What really grabs attention with this 1964 with S Jefferson nickel is its yellowish tone, which suggests a unique environmental reaction or a composition nuance that collectors find visually appealing and unusual. This yellow shade sets it apart from the standard silvery gray color of most nickels, catching the eye of experts and new collectors alike. Combined with the classic Monticello building on the reverse and the crisp detailing that remains even in fine condition, this coin holds aesthetic and historical charm. The subtle S mint mark, tucked neatly near the right of Monticello, hints at its potential mystery and extraordinary origin, adding layers of excitement and speculation among numismatists. Now, let us talk about rarity, the true driving force behind a coin's value. As mentioned earlier, official records do not show mass production of 1964 with S nickels for circulation. That makes each verified piece a numismatic gem. Only a handful have ever surfaced, and even fewer have been preserved in collectible condition. The fact that you have one in fine condition with a yellow shade already places it on a high pedestal. Coins with such anomalies and rarity often become the centerpiece of a collection. The demand continues to soar as more collectors enter the market, trying to secure rare variants before their prices climb out of reach. In coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces, these rare 1964 with S nickels are increasingly seen as investment pieces. Let's talk dollars, because that's where the excitement turns real. A regular 1964 Jefferson nickel might be worth more than you think. A 1964 with S with yellow tint in fine condition has gained tremendous attention in the collector's community. Depending on the demand at auction and the authenticity of the mint mark, such coins have been known to fetch $350,000, sometimes over $400,000 or more, especially when verified and authenticated. Rare variations like these often spark bidding wars among serious collectors, and prices only go up when the coin features an additional characteristic like color toning or retained sharpness in its strike. Keep in mind, prices vary, but the upward trend is clear and shows no signs of slowing. If you are lucky enough to own a 1964 with S Jefferson nickel, there are several things you can do to maximize its value. First and foremost, get it professionally graded and authenticated. This adds credibility and can multiply the value dramatically when you choose to sell or showcase it. Store it in a dry, protective case to preserve its condition and prevent any further toning or damage. If you're looking to add one to your collection, buy from trusted dealers or certified auction houses. Watch for signs like S mint mark and natural yellow toning, and always verify before investing. Patience and knowledge are key when hunting these gems, but the payoff is truly worth it. In conclusion, the 1964 with S Monticello Jefferson nickel with yellow shade is far more than just an old coin. It is a highly sought-after collector's treasure, brimming with history, mystery, and immense value. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a newcomer just stepping into the exciting world of coin collecting, this coin represents a golden opportunity. With its unmatched rarity, eye-catching appearance, and increasing market worth, it is a true standout in any collection. Don't miss your chance to explore, collect, and possibly profit from this incredible piece of American minting legacy. Next up, we are diving into one of the most intriguing and highly sought-after coins in American numismatics, the 1939 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, featuring the beautiful Monticello reverse. This particular coin, especially when found in extra fine condition and with black spotting on the reverse, is turning heads in the collector's market. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just stepping into the fascinating world of coin collecting, this coin is an absolute treasure to learn about. So grab your magnifying glasses and get ready, because this is not just any nickel. This is a valuable piece of American history that is becoming increasingly rare and more desirable in the market every single day. Let us go back to the late 1930s. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel that had been in circulation for 25 years. The design was created by artist Felix Schlag, whose depiction of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, on the reverse became an instant classic. By 1939, the United States, Mint was still refining the details of this new design, and many coins from this year show slight variations that make them even more fascinating for collectors. The 1939 nickel struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which carries no mint mark, was part of a large mintage, but finding well-preserved examples today, especially those with striking details and natural toning like black spots, has become a challenge. That is what makes this coin so interesting. It is common in one sense, but rare and valuable in the right condition. Now let us talk about what makes the 1939 Jefferson nickel truly stand out. First, the Monticello reverse is one of the most iconic images in United States coinage, and in 1939, certain details on the coin were sharper than others due to the die states used at the time. Coins in extra fine condition preserve these sharp details beautifully. The steps of Monticello, for instance, are often used to grade the quality of the coin, known as full steps. If you have a 1939 nickel where all the steps are visible, you are looking at a premium coin. And the black spotting seen on some examples, while often seen as a flaw on other coins, actually adds a layer of authenticity and vintage charm here. It gives the coin character and makes it a unique specimen in a collector's portfolio. The natural toning that develops over decades can enhance both its appearance and its value. In the right condition, this coin becomes not just a piece of currency, but a piece of art. While many 1,939 nickels were minted, most have been heavily circulated or damaged over time. Coins in extra fine condition, sharp details, minimal wear, and natural toning are quite rare today. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins that have not been cleaned or tampered with, and the presence of black spotting on the reverse only adds to their unique appeal. It is a sign of natural aging, and when paired with strong strike features, it can be incredibly attractive. What makes this coin even more in demand is that it is a transitional year for many collectors. It falls right after the introduction of the Jefferson nickel, yet far enough back to carry historical weight. Serious numismatists recognize this, and they are always on the hunt for premium examples of the 1939 no mint mark nickel, especially in well-preserved condition. Now let's talk value, and you will want to pay attention here, because this is where things get exciting. The 1939 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in extra fine condition can fetch anywhere from $120,000 on average. But here is the kicker. If the coin has sharp strike features, visible full steps on Monticello, and displays eye-catching toning or black spotting that enhances its vintage appeal, collectors may be willing to pay much more. At recent auctions, high-grade examples of this coin have reached upwards of $500,000, and in some cases even more, depending on its uniqueness and eye appeal. As demand grows and more collectors realize how hard it is to find a well-struck 1939 nickel with these characteristics, the market value continues to climb. It is a solid investment piece, and it is making waves in online collector groups and auction platforms alike. If you are looking to add a 1939 Jefferson nickel to your collection, or already have one, there are a few things you should keep in mind. First, always preserve the coin in a safe, non-acidic holder or capsule to protect its condition. The black spots on the reverse can actually increase the value if they are naturally occurring and not a sign of corrosion, so never clean the coin. Cleaning can destroy its originality and lower its value dramatically. Secondly, use a loupe to check for those Monticello steps. Remember, full steps equal full value. If you are buying, try to get coins that are graded or authenticated, especially if you are aiming for the investment side of the hobby. And if you are selling, consider getting the coin professionally appraised. Right now, the collector demand for this coin is high, and with limited supply in excellent condition, this is a golden time to capitalize on the market interest. The 1939 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is more than just a 5-cent piece. It is a historical artifact, a collectible treasure, and a rising star in the world of numismatics. With its rich background, elegant design, and increasing rarity in extra fine condition, this coin is becoming a must-have for serious collectors. The black spotting on the reverse adds a special uniqueness that can boost its appeal and value, especially when the coin maintains its sharp features. Whether you are collecting for passion, for investment, or for the thrill of the hunt, this coin offers it all. So keep your eyes open, check your collections, and who knows, you might already have a small fortune sitting in your coin jar. Next up, we are diving deep into the world of rare American coins, and the star of the show is none other than the 1947 Jefferson nickel with the S mint mark. This isn't just any coin, it is a piece of post-war American history, and in very fine condition with its unique gray shade, it is turning heads in the collector's market. If you are holding on to one or thinking of adding it to your collection, this video is packed with everything you need to know, from historical insights to current market value and tips for collectors. Stay tuned, because this nickel might just be the hidden treasure you have been looking for. Let us rewind the clock to the year 1947. The United States was in a phase of post-World War II rebuilding, and Americans were filled with hope and ambition. At the San Francisco Mint, a special run of Jefferson nickels was produced, known to collectors as the 1947 with S nickel. This coin, featuring the stately profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the iconic Monticello building on the reverse, was minted at a time when every design decision carried meaning. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938 and replaced the Buffalo nickel. While the series is still in use today, the 1947 S stands out because of its historical placement and the craftsmanship involved during a time of national transition. What makes the 1947 with S Jefferson nickel so captivating isn't just its age, it's the uniqueness built into its very design and finish. The coin bears the letter S mint mark, indicating it was struck at the San Francisco Mint, a facility known for limited and high-quality coin production. The design by Felix Schlag features a detailed bust of Jefferson facing left and a realistic portrayal of his Virginia home, Monticello, on the reverse. In very fine condition, the grayish tone that develops over time gives the coin a rich character, often enhancing its appeal among collectors. This subtle patina not only tells a story of time, but also sets it apart visually, making it stand out in any well-curated collection. When it comes to rarity, the 1947 with S Jefferson nickel enjoys a strong reputation among numismatists. While millions were originally minted, Finding them today in very fine or better condition, especially with that clean gray tone, is becoming increasingly difficult. Many of these coins were heavily circulated over the decades, leading to worn-out examples. But a 1947 with S in very fine condition with clear details and sharp definition is a prized catch. Collectors hunt for this coin not only for its scarcity, but also because it represents a key piece in completing a Jefferson nickel series set, making demand consistently strong in the market. Now let us talk numbers, the part everyone loves. In today's active collector market, a 1947 Jefferson nickel with the S mint mark in very fine condition can fetch a solid $200,000, depending on luster and eye appeal. But that is just the starting point. If the coin has strong details, minimal wear, and a beautiful even gray tone, some buyers are willing to pay upwards of $470,000 or more, especially in online auctions and private numismatic circles. And here is the exciting part. Prices have shown an upward trend over the last few years. As more collectors shift focus toward mid-century American coins, values like this one are projected to rise, making now a fantastic time to hold or invest. So how can collectors take full advantage of this gem? First, always keep your coin in a protective holder to maintain its condition. A very fine coin can easily be upgraded in value with proper care and display. Secondly, authenticity is key. Make sure to verify the mint mark and details under magnification or with the help of a trusted expert. And lastly, stay connected with collector forums, online auctions, and coin shows. The demand for vintage nickels, especially the 1947 with S, continues to grow, and opportunities to buy or sell at the right moment can appear quickly. In conclusion, the 1947 Jefferson nickel with the S mint mark is much more than just a 5-cent coin. It is a slice of American history, a symbol of post-war resilience, and a hot item in today's collector market. With its elegant design, increasing rarity, and solid market value, it stands as a must-have for every serious coin collector. Whether you are just starting your collection or you are a seasoned enthusiast, this coin is worth your attention. Don't miss your chance to own a piece of American legacy that is only becoming more valuable with time. Next up, we are diving deep into one of the most exciting finds for coin collectors in the modern market, the 1962 Jefferson nickel with the Denver Mint D mint mark, featuring obverse black spots and preserved in very fine condition. This coin isn't just a simple 5-cent piece. It is a treasure from the past that is gaining remarkable attention in auctions and private sales, with collectors willing to pay premium prices. If you are holding one, or if you come across this coin, stay tuned. You might be looking at a hidden gem worth much more than you think. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, the coin was created to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The obverse of the coin showcases a striking portrait of Jefferson, while the reverse displays his beloved estate, Monticello. The 1962 issue of the Jefferson nickel came at a time when the United States Mint was still using a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, which gives the coin a robust and lasting quality. The Denver Mint struck a large number of these coins in 1962, but only a tiny fraction have survived in collectible condition, especially with unique marks and tones like the obverse black spots. These features have made this version of the coin especially desirable among numismatists. What sets this particular 1962 with D Jefferson nickel apart from the ordinary is a combination of its mint mark, its physical state, and the eye-catching black spotting on the obverse. The D mint mark signifies that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, known for producing some of the most precise and sharp nickel issues of the era. The black spots on the obverse, while a result of oxidation or environmental exposure, are increasingly being seen as distinguishing features rather than flaws. They give each coin a unique character and often hint at its age and authenticity. Furthermore, a coin in very fine condition means it has seen only moderate circulation, retaining much of its detail, especially in Jefferson's hair, face, and Monticello's lines on the reverse. Collectors are always drawn to coins with strong original design elements, and this 1962 with D nickel checks all the boxes. While millions of 1962 with D nickels were minted, only a small percentage remain in the hands of collectors in very fine or better condition. Even fewer carry the signature black spotting, which adds to their mystique and value. As coins circulate, many get damaged, worn out, or cleaned improperly, reducing their appeal. That is why finding one with natural aging, unique patina, and solid design detail is a major win. Rarity is not just about low mintage numbers, it is about surviving examples in exceptional states. This is exactly what makes the 1962 with D Jefferson nickel with obverse black spots a prized collectible today. It stands out in auctions, trade shows, and among online coin communities. Collectors are not just looking for common nickels, they want personality, history, and investment potential. And this coin delivers all three. Now comes the most thrilling part, the market value. While a regular 1962 with D Jefferson nickel might fetch a modest price in circulated condition, the ones in very fine condition with obverse black spots are pulling in much higher amounts. In today's collector market, values range $320,000, depending on the spot pattern and overall eye appeal. However, coins with particularly dramatic spotting, strong strikes, and uncleaned surfaces have sold for upwards of $420,000 in auction settings. With interest in mid-20th century coins on the rise, and collectors increasingly seeking unique varieties, the value is expected to grow even more in the coming years. And when a coin becomes a talking point for its look and rarity, its value naturally spikes. In the right market and with the right buyer, this humble nickel could turn into a serious payday. If you are a collector or thinking of becoming one, here is how to handle a valuable 1962 with D Jefferson nickel. First, never clean the coin. Even if it has spots or discoloration, cleaning can dramatically reduce its value. Those black spots that may seem like imperfections are actually what can make the coin desirable. Always store the coin in a protective holder to preserve its surface and avoid further damage. If you are buying, make sure to purchase from trusted sources. And if you have one and you are unsure of its value, consider having it graded by a reputable company. Grading can significantly increase its marketability. Stay connected with online collector communities and auction houses. They are often the first to spotlight trends and rising interest in specific coin varieties like this one. The 1962 with D Monticello Jefferson nickel with black spots on the obverse in very fine condition is not just another old coin, it is a rising star in the world of numismatics. With its rich history, distinct visual features, and increasing rarity, it represents both a piece of American legacy and a valuable asset for collectors. The market is active, the demand is high, and prices are climbing. If you are lucky enough to own one of these incredible coins, hold on to it tight or be ready to sell it at a premium. Next up, we are talking about a truly special find, the Monticello Jefferson nickel. 5 cents from the year 1952, without a mint mark, and featuring a distinctive black shade. This coin, especially in very fine condition, is becoming a hot topic among collectors worldwide. If you have one of these rare nickels, you might just be holding a small treasure that is climbing in value in today's collector's market. So, stay with us as we take a deep dive into the history, features, and the incredible value of this rare piece. Let us begin with the background of this coin. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938 and has been a staple of United States coinage ever since. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin pays tribute to Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, and features his home, Monticello, on the reverse side. The 1952 Jefferson nickel is a post-World War II issue, minted during a time of economic boom in the United States. However, what makes this particular year fascinating is its relatively lower mintage compared to surrounding years, especially the coins without any mint mark indicating they were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Over time, many of these coins were lost, damaged, or simply overlooked, making surviving pieces in very fine condition a significant discovery. One of the most eye-catching features of this 1952 Jefferson nickel is the striking black shade that some of these coins exhibit. This unusual tone, often due to age, environmental exposure, or oxidation, gives the coin a truly unique appearance that separates it from standard nickels. Collectors find this tone especially attractive as it adds a layer of historical authenticity and uniqueness to each coin. Apart from the color, the design details are also important. Jefferson's profile on the obverse is crisp and finely balanced, while the Monticello building on the reverse showcases the classical architecture in a clean and elegant style. In very fine condition, these details are well preserved and become a central part of the coin's value. The 1952 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel in very fine condition has become highly sought after in recent years. What boosts its demand even further is the fact that very few pieces remain in collectible condition today. The absence of a mint mark means it came from Philadelphia, but fewer high-grade coins from this mint have survived the test of time. When collectors search for coins to complete a Jefferson nickel set, they often find that this specific variant is one of the tougher ones to obtain in excellent shape. Combine that with the rare black toning, and you have a coin that stands out in any collection. These factors together fuel intense demand, especially in online auctions, collector forums, and coin shows across the country. Now, let us talk about the part everyone has been waiting for, the market value. In today's coin market, a 1952 Jefferson nickel without mint mark in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $330,000, depending on its toning, luster, and overall appearance. However, rare black-shaded versions in premium condition have been known to go much higher, even crossing the $600,000 mark in collector auctions where demand is high. What is exciting is that the value is steadily increasing, with more collectors appreciating the historical significance and rarity of this coin. If you're holding on to one, it is not just pocket change, it is a growing asset. For collectors and coin enthusiasts, here are some tips to help you make the most out of this opportunity. Always handle your coins with care, preferably using gloves or by the edges to avoid damaging the surface. If you believe your 1952 nickel has potential value, avoid cleaning it. Original toning and wear patterns are often preferred by buyers. Get it graded by a reputable service to authenticate its condition. Watch for coins with clear features on both sides and that unique black shade, as those are the most desirable. And keep an eye on market trends. This coin's value has been rising, and holding it just a little longer might give you even more return in the future. In conclusion, the 1952 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, especially with its rare black shade and in very fine condition, is a gem in the world of numismatics. It is not only a beautiful piece of American history, but also a highly collectible coin that continues to gain value in today's action-packed coin market. If you are lucky enough to own one, consider it a treasure worth keeping or selling at the right time to maximize your profit. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos about rare and valuable coins. You never know, the next big find might be sitting right in your channel.